23 days of Kingdom vs Kingdom remaining in KVK1 on my free-to-play journey. And so well over halfway into Kingdom vs Kingdom. Let's have a review of the account, review of some of the battles from Zone 6, and a few personal bests on my main account. So first thing I have to report is 100 million kill points, of which 61 million is made up of tier 4s and tier 5, so I'm really happy with this achievement. Obviously I've been out there farm killing like crazy, but let's have a look at some of the damage I've done in terms of hospital bills and hospital speed ups. So I just go out of the game for a moment and into the Rock Hospital calculator. So let's have a look. So only 57,000 in tier 5s, mainly from when I've been defending towers and attacking, just getting a small percentage of those kills when I'm attacking towers and defending. Tier 4, so 6 million. Let's have a look at what that is. 208 days of healing time and nearly 1.4 billion resources. The tier 3s, 7.6 million. That's 175 days of healing and about 900 million in resources. And then some tier 2s as well. Only 42 days, but still paying for 2517 there. And I say, in my opinion, in war, it all counts. So let's go back to the account. Also, I've achieved a new high on the account. I got to 19.3 million before the fighting started in Zone 6, but I've since dropped from there as I have a rather big pile of dead. It's only about 500,000 in tier 4s, but I say when I've been desperately trying to defend some flags, I've put everything I've got in there. So 751,000 dead, but as I said, about 340,000 in tier 4 infantry, about 140,000 in tier 4 cavalry, then about 45 to 50,000 in archers, and another 40 to 45,000 in tier 4 siege. So a big pile of dead, so this account's kind of on its knees now, but I've had great fun with this account. I'm also, unfortunately, out of healing speed ups. So I'd be using pure progress to continue from now. I've got 1 hour in healing speed ups left. Obviously, I've got quite a bit in universal, so I could battle on a little longer, but let's have a look what troops are left. We have... I've nearly got a full march of tier 4 cavalry, but everything else is on its knees. I haven't used my tier 1 archers to help zero one of their farms. Let's have a look at some of these reports. So obviously I've put all of my farm kills though are in the favourites just to get them out of the way. We don't need to go through those as there's so many of them and they're not really interesting reading. But let's go to the other reports and let's go see what we've got to look at. So we've got a battle here. Now, I've kept this one in to show you because sometimes people think that it's a defense to farm killers to put a full tier 4 march in to do your gathering. So here's a tier 4 march of 169,000 infantry in it. But a well-spec'd farm killer is just going to have no trouble unless you are have high research and good equipment. This strategy does not work. So it's cost him 34,000 dead to try and farm with his tier 4 infantry. So just be careful. The next one here we have just a nod to this player here from 2517. He hunted down my farm killers and killed them. He's killed me about 3 times, this guy. Just wanted to say well done to him. One of the only people that's put up any fight to prevent us roaming around doing what we like in the territory of 2517. So big shout out to this player, a really skilled person. Let's have a look now what we got here. Not too sure why that one's there. Let's just pop that into a farm kill. And Oh, I thought I tidied these up. Sorry about this. Right, so here we are. We've got 265,000 Sun Tzu March in a Death Ball. But I say, I just traded terribly. Well, here's the tier 5s ripping me a new one. So 875 seriously wounded cost me 7, nearly 8,000 troops. And then I've done a little bit better against that march. But this is a beautiful one. This is why I've got this report here. Look at this. So caught in the AoE damage of my Sun Tzu or the British Legendary, 1,500 wounded, tier 5s, and no damage in return. Just caught them in a death ball. So just the best sort of kills in the game, that one, where there's no return damage. Here's another one where the 2517 whale has grabbed hold of me and ripped me to pieces. So I had 306,000 in my march, but just obviously no match once they catch hold of you. And of course his marches are faster than my infantry march, so there's nowhere I can run, or if I start to run I will just do less damage. Did a little better against some of the other people helping the whale, but this is a problem for me in the game. I mean, kill points move very slowly on it if you're infantry only. It's very difficult as a free-to-play player to go out there and really help out in open battle. I think my next account I will have lots of infantry tier 4, but I just, other than for Sunset, I just don't see the point of overdoing the commanders, because the best returns I've had from my infantry was putting them in rallies and putting them in flags. Let's move up here. Yeah, here we are, another murder ball, just demolishing 306,000 troops. Just anyhow, let's move on. I've learnt my lesson about open field fighting. I thought I had a decent strong march. The problem is Richard does no damage. You only last if they're on you. It doesn't matter if you've got Richard with you. He's not going to heal. Richard's good in a duel. He's handy in expedition. And of course he's handy if you've got amazing equipment, but he just doesn't really have a function. I say I will not make the mistake of going into him again. Here we are. We've got a nice rally here, though. We caused a lot of pain to 2517 yesterday. So good trade on that one. Here we are. What's this? Oh, this is another murder ball. Yeah, really, I've been going through these, and I say the murder balls they're just not worth the time. Your march is demolished, and just for very little severely wounded in return. So I don't even want to look at them. Let's have a look at the flags though. So wow, that's a good one. Oh no, that's what I wanted to show on this one. So this player here, I believe, is just caught in the AoE damage. So he's passing a battle, and he's caught in... Oh no, he can't have been caught in the AoE damage. What the hell happened here? 63,000 dead. Well, I think... Oh well, it looks like he was caught in AoE damage, but there's no AoE commander. So I guess he's just suicided his troops in. Let's have a look at the battle log. Yep, he suicided onto a... That's ridiculous. He suicided onto a... so when you're told not to swarm a flag, really good advice. That's what I'm going to say on that one. Here we are, war report. Nice trade for us again. Nice and strong. There we go. That's me being ripped apart by a whale again. Here we are, a defeat on a flag, but we still traded well. Happy with that. Let's have a look. Wow, that's a beautiful one. So that's taking down a flag. Oh, that's a huge amount of dead. Are they all tier 4s? Yeah, oh no, someone put their tier 3s in, but other than that, that was all tier 4s. That was an absolute nuclear. Another good trade. Say we had a good day yesterday. Meant we could keep fighting. Here we are, another good trade. So a real busy day. Oh, here's a farm that I zeroed. Is it? Yeah. So just found someone's farm and zeroed it. Sometimes if they're close to the gate and their farm's there on the wrong type of territory, then just a nip out and to zero them. And here I sent in my, what are they called? Siege to clear it out. So that's always nice. Nice to get a zero in on a farm. Oh, here's I've kept one farm kill report here, but what I like about it though is, I mean, they're gathering with tier 4 siege and their hospital is full. So a painful 4,696 dead. I mean, that's quite significant. That's like 3 days building time. So a significant kill there. This is the biggest battle from the tier zone 6. 1.5 million dead, 2517 soldiers. A real good win here. Really happy about that. Unfortunately though, we lost the pass almost straight afterwards. I think we'd gone off to a different part of the map. We thought that part of the map was finished and their counter-attack was swift and they were able to retake it. Flag battle here with a good trade. Another flag battle. No, this is a zeroing of one of their players. So obviously you've got to shield up. Really being zeroed in KVK1 should almost be impossible. So these people that are getting themselves caught, it's their fault. And they say, look, very painful what happened with this guy. Didn't have much watchtowers either. So a good zero in there. Flag there with quite a good trade. Well, that one I think though our whales starting to go offline. Let's just have a look at the troops. So I think I'll look. My tier 1s are in this flag, as are my tier 4s. I think I had 4 marches, yes, as is all my siege, and then a load of rubbish. I'd say everything I absolutely had to get into that, but it was only a small rally come in. They thought they were taking a dead flag down, but we were able to hold it up. 67,000 dead for them, so a good return. Unfortunately now nearing the end of the day, our whales are offline and say we start to have some bad flags. I mean, that dead number looks big, but of course I'm just putting absolutely everything I can into these flags to try and keep them up. Again, another loss there. Hate to see those minuses. Somebody just decided not to fight with us. But still getting kills, still taking down, so hurting their main whale. Oh, I've scouted someone there for some reason. So that's my main reports from yesterday. A really good day of fighting, but it's looking like it's almost time to say goodbye to this account. I think though I've got, what have I got resources? I've got 50 million resources here. So I will go out and give that to one of our whales to say thank you. I think one of them's asking for food now. I'm VIP 9, so let's get this done. So thank you to the whales. Here we are. Boom, VIP 10, but unfortunately I won't be getting any of those gold heads because I'm finished with this account now. So it's time to say goodbye. I think though I might just have one little look though for fun in Sunset Valley and see if I can say take down the top person. So this guy hasn't got Minamoto, so I believe a free-to-play player like myself. So let's see if I can take him down. He's very good. He's obviously got very good equipment. Okay. So wait a second. He's going to rush his Richard. His Richard is carrying the buffer. But YSG is on Ethel. But the Lohar is weaker. So he's got Boudica and Lohar letting him down. So I'd like to think I can take this. Has he got... Brilliant. So the YSG's in the front row, so I need to kill that fast. So let's get my 2 best marches. So I'm going to go, as this is going in the middle, that's all of my, that's double hit on that, and I'm going to put Belarus with the single hit Cow to take down the YSG. There's not a lot I can do with Richard. I'm just going to pop those there, but because there are cavalry behind. I'm just going to change the ratio a little bit so that we have less cavalry and more spearmen. There we go. Then what's the last march? Okay, I've got my Richard, and I'm going to pop the other healer. Now this Richard's doing no damage, so I think what I'm going to do is do that. So I'm doing no damage, he's doing no damage, and let's see how this turns out. I mean, it looks like I've got the advantage, so let's see. But we want to kill that YSG real fast. If we can get down there, the F lead march. I'm not doing very much damage though. Only clicking 2,000 at 1,900 a turn. Oh my goodness! Look at the trade on Richard. Oh dear. So I'm going down faster by the looks. My top march is having a real bad time. Now I'm going to be the first to lose one. But then I am going to... That's YSG gone. So that's a lot of his AoE damage is gone now. 2 AoE commanders are gone. He's also about to lose Sun Tzu, who's totally wasting his 20% skill damage. Come on. His Richard's really strong though. So Lohar, I say really he shouldn't be putting up that much damage now. Yeah, I think I'm going to take him. I think this is a win. Lohar and Boudica are just too weak. They're not doing enough. That's the Lohar. So his damage outputs now is very, very low. Although he's got a very tough march down here, it's not going to handle all this skill damage or be able to out-heal the amount of skill damage it's receiving. I'll be interested to see what our healing stats are. I don't know, am I going to kill this in 30 seconds? Really tough march here. So we're nearly done though. Come on. I think it's obvious I'm going to win this, so should we just skip to the statistics? There we go. 54,000 healing on my Richard. That's amazing. It is 46,000, but I didn't target it. But his double damage march, only 15,000 kills. So that was nice. Just outgunned him. Let's have a little look. If we can have some fun with someone else to say before we go. Who's this in 2? I'm not too sure whether they're there. Let's see if we can take a whale. Any whales anywhere? I think our whales are obviously so busy, they've just not been bothering to fight. So I think that's me finished. Of course, I'll give back Darling a win for letting me do that. Sunset Canyon, any fun in here? So I'm really getting pushed out. Now that I don't have YSG, I just can't keep up with these other guys. Now let's have a look. Find somebody at 220,000, 2,200,000. Oh, Mason Gray. I can't beat him. He's too good. Oh, balls. Let's try. So I know this guy from 2516. Yeah, he's really outgunning me, but he has got Lohar, which is weak as anything. I don't know. The problem is this Minnesota. I've got to hit this Minna with AoE damage to stand a chance. But what I'm going to do is I've got to put Richard back there. But then I've got to do something about the healing on this. I want AoE damage though on Minamoto, so that looks quite good. Let's see how this plays out. Hopefully I can beat his Lohar with my Richard whilst healing like crazy, and then at the end it will just be those two left. Yeah, his Bjorn's a beast, obviously. Well, I'm certainly smashing his Lohar march, that's for sure. I've got 2 in yellow. It's not looking great. But you see how I am getting the AoE damage onto his Mina, so that's good. Of course, that march just hits so hard. That's one down. The good thing though about his march that's in the white is that it does no damage. Let's keep fighting. Well, this guy used to beat me when we were on 2516, so I'm quite happy with how this is going. He hasn't even got the time to kill my Richard March now with all the extra healing. Really, he's got no damage left at all his AoE marches. I mean, he has very little damage in his marches anyhow. So once his Mina's down, he's got no hit in him at all. Really, his tank marches weren't on the front line. So I've killed his damage dealers, and now, as I say, it doesn't really matter what he thinks he's going to do. I have to admit, he's healing quite a bit, but not as much as me. I mean, that's a beautiful tank march. But unfortunately, once you've got all this skill damage on you, it doesn't matter. So I think I might have taken him. Yes, I have. Let's look at the stats. Wow, look at that. Healed 62,000. But I left him to the last. I say, just once I got the Mina down, his Mina didn't do enough damage. Having it in the middle of your layout there just gives the opportunity to lay too much AoE damage on it. Anything fun else? Oh, well, we don't stand a chance against him. Let's have a look. Right, 65. Oh no, 54. I don't think I should be able to beat this guy. What do we got? Oh, he's going to give me a free Mina kill. So we'll take that. So get my debuffers there. I'm going to sacrifice my Sun Tzu. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully, though, we can kill this Mina march very quickly. I mean, I wouldn't put a damage dealer on the outside like this. Really, you need a tank or something expendable. Oh, but his YSG is going to be the problem. Luckily, the AoE is pointing the wrong way. Do you see? So his YSG at the moment is pointing towards just Sun Tzu. His Mina's down. And if we can go onto that YSG, that will make my day. And we have we? Oh goodness, so he's got some very tough marches here. Looks like so I need that YSG to die. I don't need. Oh, the YSG's turned, so it's got a lot more. It's hitting a lot more now, but it is damaged. I think I'm going to take this. I don't know how his Martel's gone down so easy. Makes no sense at all. Maybe the equipment on his Martel is not good. I mean, if his equipment was good on the Mina, then he just gave me a free kill. So, still going to be close, I think. I guess maybe his best equipment's on this Sun. That's a lot of skill damage. It's now 3 versus 2. The good thing about his last march is it's doing no damage. Why people use Caesar, one of the reasons I picked this march to attack is that he's using Caesar. And so that would suggest he's an inexperienced player, so I have been able to beat him. But that puts me into 50th, which is pretty good. Well, I won't do any more of this. I say not that interested in watching, but some people are interested in Sunset and just my thoughts behind how to use the team. So there was a little bit of an update on that. But time to say goodbye to WL Logic Bank and to 2516. Am I on 2516. It's been great fun. I really enjoyed this account. It had a bit of a rocky start. It's not been the best start, but that's this account finished. I'm not going to recover, from the dead I've had on this account. It was a bit purposeful when I was putting those 4 marches into those last flags that we were definitely going to lose. Really, we should have just withdrawn, but I don't like to give an inch of territory. So I'm going to say goodbye to this account now. It's been great fun, and I will just give away those 50 million resources. but you might see this account again. I will hopefully maybe be able to use it. I'm going to jump the farm out if I can, and hopefully use this account maybe to support another jumper. But I will be jumping again soon. I'm going to put a link in the description to a Discord that I'm interested in for making a new jump. A date hasn't been set yet, but it could be June, but I might do something little before June. So thanks for watching. Thanks for following this account. I hope you enjoyed it, and more from Logic Bank soon. Thanks for watching.